The SPA Community Benefit Fund supports a diverse range of people and communities all across Scotland.
The Community Benefit Fund has allowed a level of consistency that we wouldn't have had otherwise. So it's allowed us to plan across a number of years and to offer consistency to not only our driver in terms of the job role, but also consistency to those partners that we serve as well, which is really, really important.
The SPA Community Benefit Fund has seen transformational change. It's seen real impact in communities and it drives real outcomes. We've seen outcomes from employability initiatives to food insecurity initiatives to enhancing community spaces. The fund has been instrumental in getting new ideas off the ground and actually bringing a project to life.
The support from the SPA has been great, and things like the measurement tool has allowed us to really measure the impact of what it is that we've been doing through the project.
The Borders Regional Food Hub is an exemplary example of an initiative that tackles food insecurity, financial hardship and inequalities. As a committee member of SPA, Eildon get given a grant allocation every year they can draw down. They decide where the grant goes and what projects they support, and they have supported the Borders Regional Food Hub since its inception in 2020. That was a time where COVID came about, and that was a time that showed real need for food securities across such a rural area.
The Food Hub distributes food from the Fairshare Depot in Edinburgh down to Scottish Borders to 16 local larders, food banks and pantries.
I go up to Edinburgh twice a week to Serenian's Fairshare, pick up there, and then I come down to the depot down in Selkirk and redistribute that to 16 food hubs and larders around the Scottish Borders.
Restaurant Knockncraw Community Larder was formed in April 2020 with a primary objective to make sure that people didn't go without food. But we also wanted to stop waste going to landfill. When COVID and lockdown was announced, there was not a facility that could actually support the vulnerable, the shielding, and especially the elderly who don't use smartphones, don't use internet, don't do online shopping. Our hub, our community larder, supports the community in making sure that they're not going to go without, right? So we can supply the food, we can also supply them with financial assistance. And it's not just local, it's actually, we cover such a wide area. We probably cover anything between 200 to 300 square miles.
People are still really struggling through the cost of living crisis, and we're seeing a lot of need in our communities. And what the Food Hub does is it plugs lots of gaps in food provision for folks across the borders, so it's really essential.
We can support these people with food, right? We can support them with financial provisions if need be, and we can also steer them to other organisations that can give them more assistance as well.
I enjoy working with the Food Hub. I feel as though I'm doing my little part for the community in that I'm able to provide some value to people's lives, whether that be those that run the food hubs, larders, and ultimately those that use them for their day-to-day food.
The primary goals for the food distribution network going forward are really to continue to work with partners to alleviate food poverty in the borders.
What's made the Food Hub successful is our overall support that we've given since COVID. It would be quite easy after COVID was finished to have walked away and said, well, we've done our piece. But Eildon Housing has continued that, and we're continuing into next year. We provide a cheery service, and I think, just that general support that we've given over the years, I think it's proven a worthwhile value to those that use the service.